Hey folks, in this video I'm going to show you the Oura Ring 4 sizing kit and also talk about some of the tips and tricks to find the right fit for yourself. To give you an idea of the delivery timelines, I have received this sizing kit within 2 days of ordering my Oura Ring 4 and I'm based in Dublin, Ireland. So if that gives you some idea about how much time the delivery takes. So let's get started. The sizing kit came in this brown envelope. I really liked on top the way it says health comes in different sizes. Once you open this envelope, we get this box inside. As you can see, it says sizing kit for Oura Ring 4 on top here. And in the cover image, you can see all the 6 rings that have been mentioned. Once you open this box, you finally get this kind of a sizing tray inside with multiple plastic rings inside it. We have got sizes from size 4 to size 15. I don't know if anyone will need size 15, but I'm sure they have it for a reason. I majorly tried sizes 8, 9, and 10th, and size 9 is the one that perfectly more or less fits me. Talking about the fit, let's get into how to identify the right fit for yourself, like how to make sure that you get the sizing right. I'm going to provide you some tips, tricks, recommendations, and suggestions that work for me. And I hope those tips, tricks, and recommendations are going to help you as well in deciding what is the best size, what's the best size for yourself. Okay. So in order to select and finalize the best size for yourself, here are a few suggestions from my side. Number one, choose the right hand. Now, how to choose the right hand? All of us have got two hands, more or less, or most of us have got two hands. The dominant hand and the non-dominant hand. In my case, my dominant hand is my right hand. It is strongly recommended to wear the ring in your non-dominant hand, just because with the dominant hand you're going to lift stuff, you're going to use that hand more, so your ring will actually get like it'll get marks and get damaged and get tempered very soon, whereas in a non-dominant hand it'll stay as it is, hopefully for a longer period of time as compared to the dominant hand, and hence it'll provide the right readings and recommendations. So the second step is choosing the right finger. You should choose either of the index finger, the middle finger, or the ring finger, just because Aura uses PPG and infrared measurements that work best wherever there are a large number of and more stable blood vessels. And it's these 3 fingers that have a large number of and more stable blood vessels. So it's strongly advised to use your Oura Ring 4 or to wear it on either your index finger, your middle finger, or your ring finger. Third step, knuckle versus the base shape. So when I say knuckle, I'm talking about this area, like the middle part of any finger, and then this is the base where actually you're gonna wear the ring. So you need to, like, for some people it might not be the same for everyone for all the fingers, but for some people the knuckle size is going to be wider than the base. Okay, now you need to make sure, like, some of that variation is okay, but that variation cannot be huge, just because the ring will never fit right in that finger. To give you one example, like in my middle finger, the knuckle size is slightly wider than the base. When I try to wear this finger, you'll see it gets stuck on the knuckle slightly, but once, you might not be able to see this, but I can tell you, once it goes inside on the base, it settles very nicely. So in my case, I don't think so middle finger is going to be the best finger for me to wear the ring, just because the knuckle size is wider and there's a decent variation between the knuckle and the base size. In my case, based on all the tests that I've done, index finger has been the best for me, just because there isn't much variation, and the ring sits nicely on this. So you need to make sure there isn't much variation between your knuckle and the width of the knuckle and the width of the base of the finger. Fourth step is fit. Now, in terms of fit, Aura uses a phrase called as, and they call it as snug and comfortable. Okay. Now, what that means essentially is that the ring should be close enough that the sensors get the right readings, and yet the ring is comfortable for you. Okay. So it's important because if the sensors are not touching the finger at all the times, the PPG LEDs will not get the right signal, and you will see breaks in your SpO2 measurements and other kind of measurements when you look at the data later on in the app. So it's important that the fit, it actually fits, like it actually circles the entire finger and it touches all the parts of the finger, or it definitely touches the base, at least to start with. Now, how to test the fit? Now, I know snug and comfortable is a very confusing term in itself. How do you actually figure out whether this is the right snug and comfortable? Okay, so I've got 4 tests. I'm going to recommend you 4 tests that you can quickly do, and come to a conclusion that yes, this is the right hand, this is the right finger, and this is the right size of my Oura Ring. The very first test is slide knuckle test, I call it. There is no like a such name it has been coined, I'm just coining it right away. Let's call it slide knuckle test. What that means is, when you are trying to insert the ring or you're trying to take off the ring, there should be a bit of resistance on the knuckle. Like if you'll see in my case, the ring is getting a bit of resistance on the knuckle before coming out. Okay, if I'll show you the same size on my ring finger, there's no resistance for the ring to come out. Ring can very straight away come out. Okay, uh, I'll show you another thing. Size 10 also I tried. So in size 10, if I'm trying on my index finger, which I guess is my pick of the finger, you will see there's no resistance at all on the knuckle. So the very first suggestion or recommendation for you is, and that's how I decided which is the right size for me, is that there should be a bit of resistance on the knuckle while putting the ring and also while taking out the ring. So in my case, in these two fingers, the middle finger and the index finger, I saw resistance. Okay, like my middle finger is also same. I'm seeing resistance while taking out the ring, and on the index finger also, I'm seeing resistance on the knuckle while taking out the ring. Okay, so that's the first test, that you should feel a bit of resistance on this knuckle area while you are trying to insert or take out the ring. So that's your test number 1. Test number 2, how to know if the ring is too tight or if the ring is too tight. Okay, so you need to wear the ring, and after wearing the ring, let's say after a few hours, if you start to feel tingling or numbness in the finger, or this part or this part of the hand wherever you are wearing the ring, that would obviously mean it's too tight. There's another test. Some people, if they prefer a bit too tight of a ring, it should be very easy to take the ring off with a bit of soap or a bit of water on your hand. So if you're still facing a lot of resistance despite putting water and despite putting soap on your fingers in taking off the ring, then that is too tight. So these are two very straightforward tests to see, and the best one in my opinion would be the numbness and the tingling. If you wear this this ring sizer for a while, and if this is making you feel numb, or making the finger feel numb, then that means it's too tight. Test number 3 for the fit. How to know if it's too loose? The very simple test to know if it's too loose or not is, you need to make a fist after wearing this sizer. If you like, I'm not sure if you can see or not, but there is no space between the bottom part of the ring and the top part of my finger. There should not be any space here after making the fist. If there is space, that means the ring is too loose for you. To give you one example, I'll quickly wear size 10 and maybe also size 11, because I don't know if you'll be able to clearly see it in size 10 or not, but let's give it a try. So if I wear size 10, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly or not, but I can feel it. There is a bit of space on the bottom, from the bottom part of the ring to the top part of my finger, and you might be able to see it even more clearly in size 11. Like if I'm wearing size 11, there's like very visible space between the bottom part of the ring and the top part of my finger. So this is a very, very clear test to know if the ring is too loose. Make a fist, and if there is space between the finger and the ring, that means the ring is too loose. There's another very interesting and last fit test, which is you have to move the ring. Okay, and I really like this one because this also very help me a lot in deciding if this is the right size and the right finger. When you try, first of all, the ring should not freely move. Like in my case, the ring is not very freely moving very freely. I need to put a bit of force in order to make the ring move. Okay, now the interesting test is, I'm not sure how clearly you can see it or not, but when I'm trying to move the sizer, my skin is also slightly moving with the sizer. Now this is a good test to know. This should happen if the size of the ring is right. If the size of the ring is not right, this will very freely move, like it will move very freely. But in my case, as you can see, both the things, one, I need to put a bit of pressure, and two, my skin is moving, slightly moving with the sizer. So this is the last test to know if the size of the ring is right for you or not. Okay. Now, lastly, I'm gonna like two last recommendations from my side before deciding the size of your ring. See, first of all, you're not going to buy the Aura ring every day, but you are most probably going to wear it every day and almost all the time of the day and night. Okay, so it's strongly recommended that you wear the sizer for at least 24 hours. Do not rush into making a decision. Oh, okay, this is my perfect size. Wear the sizer for at least 24 hours. Sleep with it. Most importantly, sleep with it and then decide in the morning if this is the right size for you or not. Some people would also do something that I would recommend you, if you want to try, if you get the tray, wear multiple sizes. Like, there's no harm. If you want to try, wear size 8. Like, my size 8 was coming decently well in my ring finger, so you can wear another size and then try it at night. But I would strongly recommend to sleep, also because a fun fact for you, our fingers expand, or let's say they become thicker in warmer temperatures and they become thinner in colder temperatures. Okay, so it might happen in certain situations or in certain temperatures. You might feel the same size a bit tighter and the same size a bit looser, depending on the temperature and the conditions and the surroundings. So it's strongly recommended to definitely wear your ring 24 hours at least. Lastly, the last tip from my side, if it is borderline, if you're not able to decide, even after doing everything that I've asked you to do, if you're still not able to decide which is the right size for you, go with the tighter size. Okay, if you have option, let's say I had option between size 9 and size 10, I am going with a slightly tighter option, that's size 9, because your Aura ring will not serve the right purpose if it's loose. Slightly tighter ring is better for you, just because it will stick properly on the finger and will provide the right readings. That doesn't mean that it becomes too uncomfortable. It still should be comfortable. So go for the tighter size and try it on multiple fingers to see which finger works the best for you. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. Also check the Aura Ring 4 unboxing video on this channel, and if you have any questions about the Aura Ring 4 or about sizing or about sizing kit, then drop them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Ciao ciao.